What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we're here with Hunter x Hunter episode 124. Last episode was a very ecologo and specifically Welfin focused episode, which took me for a surprise because the episode before we had got we got Netero trying to fight Merum, and Merum trying to talk to Netero. And at first, like I said, it took me by surprise getting that type of episode, but then it kind of made a little bit more sense to me why we got that type of episode. Seeing how much we got with Welfin and like how them actually talking is what we wanted for, or at least what I wanted for Netero and Merum. So really good episode again. And now we finally found, or I about to say found out, it was obvious that was Palm in the cocoon or the egg, whatever it is. But now she's finally awake, and it doesn't seem to be the same Palm that we had before. Whether the transformation changes you, or she's just confused because she just woke up from however long she's been in the egg, or she's faking, or she's dealing with the same thing that Merum's dealing with like having two halves of yourself. Doesn't, point is, she's going through something and she's finally out. So we're gonna hop straight into this episode. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links are going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, you can't wait for the next episode, links are going to be in the description for my Patreon. We have all the full length reactions, full length for Hunter x Hunter. It's always full length, but we have all the reactions early on the Patreon. Links are going to be in the description. We also have Discord if you want to talk more Hunter x Hunter, whatever else we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on, them bitches is on, and let's just get into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Approximately 30 minutes after the hunters entered the palace. Man, 30 minutes. That's a good amount of time that's passed. Coming from like the couple seconds that was passing in the beginning of this. Right, these people. I totally forgot about this. There's a bunch of people out there that are... Shit. I do wonder, what kind of palm do we get? She just looks kind of lost. Yeah, she looks kind of lost. Unless this is just a big brain play where she was like, "Oh, I can't turn this shit down. Oh my god, this is blasting my eardrums." Unless this is some type of big brain play where she's like, "Oh, I'm not strong enough to actually fight the ants right now. So if I let them turn me into an ant, and then I might get stronger from being an ant, so I can actually fight and help." Which would be very smart, but also very not stupid, but that would be a gamble, and might not be a gamble worth taking. But it's more likely that the transformation just fucked with her head, and that's understandable. I'm going to assume that being changed from a human to a chimera, basically, that's it's gonna be kind of weird. Did Killua always look so sad in that OP? Because I never pay attention to the OP to be honest with you. But did he always look so sad? He charging the fuck up. He fully charged. That boy an iPhone for real. Yeah. I love the detail that they keep of Killua's footsteps still being silent. That's great. What is that, Palm? Are we going to fight Palm? Bro, please don't let. Oh my god, are we gonna have to fight Palm? Yeah, it looks like her aura whenever she's really angry. So yo-yos. Oh yeah, she got these yo-yos with Star David on it. Oh, that's smart as fuck. That is so smart. Wow. Yeah, that is. And she's really behind you. Oh shit. She's down there. Oh shit. Yeah, that's creepy as fuck actually. Please, I don't want I don't want to kill Palm, bro. Come on. I don't want to have to fight Palm. Her new design is cold as fuck though. I'm not gonna lie. That is cold. Turned her into a mermaid for real. Damn. Ain't that a motherfucker? Yeah, that's tough. That is so tough. Yeah. He won't. He's gonna lose his shit. Look, like he's already on the edge, bro. And Palm was his dog. So, oh man, man, yeah, that's gonna turn him up completely, man. Yeah, that's a hard character design. Are you? Is there a little bit of her like still in there? Right, clairvoyance. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that clairvoyance is still in effect, or at least it's amped. It's at least still in effect, or it's just amped the fuck up. Oh, so there's still something. Yes, there's still some of that in there. There's still some palm in there. Let's go. Yes. Okay. Okay. You cannot see gone right now. Okay. Okay. That's Palm. That's Palm. Nice. Okay. Oh. Yeah, remembering that he is lost within his own shadow. Oh. Oh, this is a good question. Wait. Okay. Right. So yeah, you're lying, but like why are you lying? Oh. Right. Right. Okay. So I'm glad that we were talking about this because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, so she noticed you, ran back, and then came. What? Okay. I thought that was just like suspend your is a suspension of belief or something. Because I was like, that made no sense. But hey, it is what it is. Gosh. Whoa. What the fuck? What? She got hair powers. What? She made a suit. That is hard. She made a fucking outfit out of her own hair on some Bayonetta type beat. Black Widow, Dark Demon, got Demon. That is some hard shit. Oh, that's incredible. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh my god. Fuck no, fuck nigga. Broke the Star of David. No. Oh, she's a demon for real now. How strong is she? Strong enough? I do not want to kill you, Palm. I don't. Oh my god. Oh, she looks so cool though. Oh, she looks so cool, but damn, I don't want to hurt her. Oh man, it sucks too because he's already lost Gone, losing Palm. Like though they weren't on the best terms. That's that sucks too. Oh man. I mean, he didn't lose Gone, but like he's losing Gone, and now seeing that he is losing Palm, that's traumatic. Okay. So defense is his primary function. I see. So now she can worry about offense. Oh, god damn. How you hit him so hard that his like nose starts bleeding. Right. Jesus Christ. Oh, she hitting your shit. Man, this is a lot. This is a lot on Killua, dude. Like I know he's strong, but like he's still a kid. Right. Oh shit, she doing cartwheels, nigga. Oh, is that your fucking knee? Oh shit. Okay, well, terrifying. Okay, but like, let me know if there's still you in there. So tell me why you want to see him. And if it's just because like she feels like he needs to see him. Right. Like let me know if that's still you. Damn. Yeah, he's gonna lose it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he's realizing how close he is to lose. Yeah, he's realizing how close he is to losing him. That's tough on a kid, dude. Like if you really realize the situation that they're in or that he's in, that's tough. Dang. Man. Damn. Poor killer. Was that somebody? Was that palm sniffing? Or was that Killua? Or am I tripping? Oh no, he's crying. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, dude. Damn. Oh, mm, not my dog, bro. Uh, oh, dude. Damn, Killua crying is crazy. And it also hurts like a bitch. Yeah. Yeah, he's scared, dude. Damn, he's like that's the crazy part. He's crying hard, dude. He isn't just like tear bitch, bitch, bitch. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-huh. Because Jesus. Oh, what? Oh, I was wondering what the blood was for. Yeah, they just didn't let her die. That's so crazy. Wow. Okay. Experimental soldier number one. Jesus. Oh, that's crazy. I okay. Transgender. And oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Leaving soldiers with their memories while keeping control of them would be better. So they try to find a happy medium between the both. And yes, Palm just so happened to be the best candidate for that. Jesus Christ. I was about to say, you disrespect the will of human being. You underestimate. Ooh. Yeah, you disrespect. And you, ooh, pussy ass nigga, eat that. Oh, bro, punched his fucking torso off. Oh, she's so fucking hot. Oh, that's hard. Let's go. Oh, that's so hard. I always knew Palm was the one. I always knew. Oh, that's so hard. That's so hard. Oh yeah. Those two halves. That's crazy. Nice. Oh yeah, so you could do it for oh, that's my dog. Oh god. Oh god. It's you. It's you. You got to help my dog. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Man, that's real. That's real. Oh, dude. Really? Okay. Oh man, he on demon time. He trying to have that perfect life with the king. You so horny for that man. You so horny for that man. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Let me see if I can actually pay. I'm going to actually pay attention to this ED because I don't pay attention to the OP or the ED, but ever since I noticed that Palm was in there, I was like, wait a minute, let me actually pay attention here. I like how like the sparkles are making DNA, but also making like the connection between both of Komugi and Meruem. Let's see. I was just for whatever reason, it was just Palm that I just didn't notice because she's just over there in the corner. But yeah. Oh man, that was good. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that we got Palm back. We have Palm back. That's good. That's great. But let's see where we're starting. We're starting at the beginning, of course. First off, some shout outs that I want to talk about from this episode. Very small things. First off, keeping the detail of whenever Killua runs, his footsteps are silent. That's something that we addressed so long ago. And continuing to keep that continuity is, while it's not something that is like huge, you know, it's not something that's exactly, you know, oh wow, what is such a specific, it's not, but it's something cool that they continue to have in the show that makes you feel good about the continuity of the storytelling. You could also say, if you want to play devil's advocate, you could also say it's just way easier to not add in footsteps whenever you're actually creating the episode, when you're animating it and the audio team goes in and does their thing. But it's always specifically for Killua, so really good continuity on that detail. Let's see. Me personally, I was worried about losing Palm simply because like Palm's one of the OGs, and it would have counted as a casualty if Palm didn't it wasn't still Palm, right? But going through the episode, it was very obvious to me that I wasn't looking at the full scope of things. In Killua, of course, was realizing that if Gon sees Palm in that state and it's not Palm, he is already teetering on the edge of completely losing himself. If he saw Palm in that state and realized that Palm is in the same situation as Kite, yeah, that would have been raps. Gon would have lost it. Like, he was very, like, if we go all the way back, I say all the way back like it was that long ago, but if we go a couple episodes back where Gon actually confronted P2, that man was angry. I have never seen a character in this show that angry. So if you were to add Palm to the mix, it would have been raps for my dog. It would have been raps for my dog. He would have lost it. He would have started swinging for the fences. It didn't matter who it was. It didn't matter what it was. He was just going to start swinging for the fences. So didn't want that. We didn't want to lose. We didn't want to lose going that way, right? But we're still losing him. And the episode, did a good job of reminding us of that as well, specifically through Killua. Killua, if you remember, like, if we were like truly remember who Killua was back in the day, like back from the beginning of this show, that man was a cold-blooded killer. He was very detached from his emotions and not at all the person that we know him to be today. So one, it's really nice to see how far Killua has come with mentally and emotionally maturing as this journey has continued on. You can kind of see why Silva, when he heard, oh, Killua took out the needle, why when Silva heard that, he seemed to like have a wave of pride wash over him, and that, you know, now we're seeing going Killua be very emotionally vulnerable and stuff like that, and compare it to who he used to be, you know, you can easily see why Silva was so proud, I guess. You know, like I said during that episode, his son's growing up. What father wouldn't be proud, right? But with all that, Killua is absolutely going through mental turmoil. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Learning, this is about to sound real stupid. Learning about your feelings, it's not always sunshine and rainbows. And I think Killua's kind of learning this now, is that simply because he took out that needle and he's finally free from from his brother and his family's smothering love, it does not mean that everything is solved, right? Because loving somebody really hurts, or at least it can really hurt. And this is one of those situations where, because Killua cares for Gon so much, and because Killua loves Gon so much, when you have a situation in which you are losing Gon, and I mean like actively losing him, and he is very close to that edge, and you know, just losing himself, it has to be weighing on Killua's mind heavy. And that's all on top of being a part of this offensive and possibly either saving the world or failing and dooming the world. That type of pressure on Killua, who is what, 12, 13, something like that. They're somewhere around that age range. I know they're not still like toddlers, you know, like they were at the beginning of the show, but they are still really young. Killua's still a kid, and we have to remember that with that whole needle thing, Killua's mental and emotional growth is stunted. So in a lot of ways, I'm just now realizing this. In a lot of ways, this arc has added the strength of the king and the ants and stuff that pretty much blew everybody out the water. But they also put a lot of people, or a lot of like mainstay characters, and also main antagonists and stuff like that, on the same emotional level because of a stunted growth. Whether it's like Killua, who, you know, oh, I'm just now learning how to feel things, you know, and I'm learning how to be a friend and stuff like that, and how to care for people and what that means to care for people and stuff like that. Like, unfortunately, my family stopped me from doing that, so, you know, my growth isn't on par with everybody else's. Or you're like Meruem and your growth is stunted simply because you were born yesterday. You know, regardless, it seems like this arc has put everybody on the same level emotionally. Now where they go with that, you see that there are different people doing different things. There's Gon, who's losing it. There's Killua, who's breaking down and crying. There's Nov, who just simply broke down and had a mental break. Even Palm, who basically just killed herself, and the only thing that stopped her from dying is the ants, who, or the royal guard, I should probably say, who decided on her not dying and said, you're not gonna die, you're gonna live, and I'm gonna make sure that you're the best soldier that we ever made, right? So everybody has been put in mental turmoil that that either stunts their growth or shows where their growth was stunted. So it's really cool to have a moment for Killua where he breaks down, starts crying, and he's realizing that he is very close to losing who possibly the most important person on Earth to him, right? And that for a kid is a lot to handle. Crying, breaking down, that understandable, right? But another thing that I liked about this episode is that though we have the stunted growth and like him dealing with losing his friend or being in the process of losing his friend, stuff like that, they still bring it back around with Killua in Palm, where Killua is very afraid that he can't do anything to save Gon. But in this fight, in which I was very afraid to fight Palm because I didn't want to end up killing her, I didn't want to end up making an enemy of her or anything like that. But in this fight of actually helping or fighting Palm, they use the fight to then show us that while this fight with Palm isn't super important, they've used the fight to show us how we can actually help Gon, right? Or who can help Gon, right? And this show in this arc has been doing this quite a lot, actually. Now that I'm realizing it's doing this quite a lot, that they instead of outright saying something, what they'll do is show you something that can be applicable to the problem that you're having, right? And this is the same situation. Having this moment where Killua did jump the gun. He was like, "Oh, you're an enemy. It's time to start throwing hands," right? And then realizing, "Oh no, she's not. She's still there. That's still Palm, right? That's still Palm." So him actually using his words and bringing Palm back, right? And linking her memories with her true self, and actually bringing her back, is now the realization that Killua needed and us as a viewer needed to like see, oh no, Palm, though Gon is plunging himself into darkness and he is not doing the best mentally, it doesn't mean that we can't get him out of it, right? The idea right now is not that like can we get Gon out of this funk that he's in? Can we get him out of this wrath that he's lost himself in? Yes, we can. But we just have to make sure that we have to make sure that we minimize as much damage that he does to himself. Before we get him out, right? I think that's the name of the game now, is that though Gon is losing himself and stuff like that, the only person he is hurting, while he may hurt other people, of course, P2, it's more important. The more important thing is that he will be hurting himself. He will be losing himself, and the amount of damage that he may do to himself is what then hurts others that care about him. So it's a very interesting thing to navigate, because these are emotions that can be very complex, but they're also just baseline emotions, love, hate, anger, fury, stuff like that. But they can be very intricate to navigate. And that has pretty much been the show, right? Taking very simple things and making it intricate, or just, I guess, just different, right? interesting, at least, to navigate, right? It's like I always say while watching this show, is that Hunter x Hunter does not reinvent the wheel. Never has. I don't think it ever will in this show, manga, whatever, right? But what it does is that it adds enough stuff to the wheel that it makes it more entertaining and more interesting when you're watching it spin. Hunter x Hunter is basically the car that you put in the spokes of your wheel that makes it sound like a motorcycle, and it enhances the enjoyment of you riding that bike a lot more. If anybody actually did that when they were a kid, I did it all the time. But it's really cool to get this type of stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be up to Killua to actually bring Gon back from that whatever darkness he's feeling. There was something else I want to talk. First off, let me talk about this actually. Palm's new, I was about to say model. Palm's new character design is fan-fucking-tastic. She probably has my favorite character design out of anybody right now. I, for one, am a big fan of, like, I was about to say plain, basic and like just fundamentally basic character designs that add a bit of flair to them. And Palm has exactly what I like in character designs. Plus, I just really like female character designs. I mean, of course I do, but like in like real shit, like no horny shit, like I actually really do like female character designs way more than male character designs, and this was done really well. I love that they had like this Bayonetta kind of feel to her, where she created the dress out of her hand, or out of her hair, I should probably say. And even with that, having like the hair turn into some like dress thing, and that be its primary function being like defense, but then the idea of it having the primary function of defense, it works for her because now she can focus on offense, and that it's just really good character design that's simple enough to explain but also looks fucking cool. It is a great thing to look at. Even her base design of having like fish scales and like the pearl and stuff making her look like some type of dark mermaid or something. It looks fantastic. But yeah, so the design was done very, very well. Another one little thing I want to point out is I like that they actually called out the whole thing of Killua noticing that Palm already noticed him, and then she just ran back. Because I actually thought that was really weird, but then I was like, maybe I'm thinking too hard, because there's moments where I know that I'm thinking way too hard, right? Or at least I eventually realize I'm thinking way too hard. And that was one of those moments where I was like, I think I'm just thinking way too hard, because Killua was like, oh, somebody's around that corner and they notice me. And I was like, oh, okay, facts. So when he went around the corner and she was gone but walking up, I was like, why would she do that though? Like, of course it just looks scarier for her to be somewhere in the dark walking up slowly or just staring at him. Of course that's scary, that's more menacing and stuff like that, but it didn't make sense. So I like that the show actually explained, like, oh no, she actually ran back because she knew you, and then she like just stood in the pocket for a little bit. Like I love that type of stuff. Small detail type shit like that, where it's not like crazy, like, because I was completely ready to suspend my belief for that, and be like, okay, well, I guess that's just what she did. Seems stupid, but cool. But the show actually explained that makes it all the more enjoyable for me. Let's see what else we got. Most of this episode was pretty much just the Palm and Killua fight. However, I want to point out that the whole thing with Palm and her saying like she couldn't control herself, stuff like that, and having this disconnect, this wall that was blocking her, is pretty much the how the ants are created, right? Or at least that's how the ants are, right? Where they're born, they have some type of mental block that stops them from realizing who they were, and then that making them a little bit more human-like. In this situation, since we're continuing the theme of like who's the bad guy, is it the humans or is it the ants, you know, stuff like that, and them continuing to blur lines between that. I do like that this episode continues to also do that by having Palm be a newly born ant, and you know, explaining the whole mental block thing and stuff like that, and showing that Killua, through actually talking to Palm, actually got her back down from whatever darkness that she was lost in. I'm not saying that that's going to work for every ant, and I don't expect it to work for every ant, but it's just interesting that we got that after having episodes like the last one and the one before that, where we have Netero and Meruem, or at least Meruem trying to have a conversation with Netero, and Netero being like, nah, nigga, you gonna say some real shit and I'm gonna like that. So it's really good, this string of episodes, even though it's not like super crazy fights or anything like that. I see what the mangaka is trying, or at least I think I see what the mangaka is trying to do for this part, or at least what he's trying to set up. So it could all be interesting, or I think it'll all be interesting what it's all pulling together, the story that's all pulling together, at least. So did a fantastic job on that too. I personally am hoping that we can do more talking with the ants than actually fighting them. However, good thing to point out is that the ants are still trying to like hurt people, right? We had, just because Meruem was like, oh yeah, dude, like let's just have an open discussion. Even if Meruem was the one to accept, you know, whatever good terms that we were to place in that discussion, there's still people like Poof who are like, nah, dude, I'm trying to be with the king, and we're gonna rule over everybody, and that's all we care about. And he still has like 5 million people just hanging out there doing the devil's work. So while I do want to actually talk, I would like to actually talk to the ants. It's not exactly plausible to talk to them right now because they're still trying to hurt people. So I get where Netero's coming from in that aspect. It's not not like worth the risk of losing that many people or the human race, and that's the unfortunate part about this, is that I would like for people to talk this out, but that is not that's not plausible at the moment. So really great episode. I really like what they did here with Palm and Killua. Having Killua break down and cry, that was a really good, that part was really good. Killua, like, and he was bawling. It wasn't like he was you know, shedding a couple tears. As the narrator said, it was like a dam that broke, because he's been holding all that in for all this time. It just goes against everything that we know about Killua. Especially since we know that he's like always on guard and stuff, and when he's crying that hard, he can't be on guard. He just relinquished himself to his emotions there, and I like that we got that for Killua. So really good episode. Really enjoying the Chimera Ant arc. Like I said before, this is one of those like arcs where I almost wish I wasn't reacting to it, because I probably would have just zoomed through all of it. Since when just watching it alone, you don't really have to talk about the episode, but I probably would have zoomed through this entire part if it were up to me. So really good episode, really good arc, all the other stuff. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. You're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon as well. Link's going to be in the description below for that, for the Patreon. We also have Discord if you want to talk more Hunter x Hunter or whatever else we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.